Don't want to wait, you know, that tough times is you got to wait for your hair to start budding. And I think I have a package. Oh, Jesus. I'm back with another video. Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about thinning locks and why my locks were personally thinning and what can cause thinning of locks. I know there's a lot of people with a lot of different things to say about what caused thinning locks, but I'm going to talk about my experience and what I believe caused the thinning of my locks. If you haven't checked out my recent video that I just did, a lock tutorial, go check that video out so you can actually see the reveal of my undercut. First, I'm going to get started by, and if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I wrote a couple of notes. The reason why I got my undercut was because my locks were thinning and they were only thinning in the back. I wasn't really, you know, excited about doing my hair. I don't want to say I was depressed, but sort of like I was getting depressed about my hair. I mean, I just didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel like doing anything because my hair was just not how I wanted it to be. So I had to figure out something. So I reached out to, you know, a few stylists. Shout out to Jazz and Crystal. And just to kind of get some ideas on what I could do, I went ahead and decided that I'm going to go ahead and get the undercut. And then basically I just pulled all the locks that I had that were thinning in the back, which was a lot. I think it was like 10 to 15 locks. So my undercut is really big in the back. Number one reason why I believe that my locks started to thin were because of stress. Earlier this year, 2017, I experienced a lot of stress. It really did take a toll on my hair, I'm assuming, because my hair just, I mean, I felt like I started balding in the back of my head, and that's when my hair started to break. So the number two reason why I believe that my locks started to thin were because I actually incorporated a new natural herb into my diet. I started taking this natural herb called Vitex for personal reasons. But I mean, if you go and Google it, you can see, you know, one of the main reasons why it's used by women. I started taking Vitex, I think I started taking it like February or March of this year. One of those two. And I took it for 3 months consecutively. Oh, the 3 months that I was taking it, I didn't realize or experience any, you know, thinning, breakage, any dryness of hair. And I believe one of the reasons why I really probably did not notice was because at that particular time, I was going without a retwist. Like, I did not retwist my hair. I actually was wearing a crochet wig that I made, and that was the third reason, me not retwisting my hair. And I think I didn't have a retwist for about 5 to 6 months, so that was a pretty long time. However, I don't think that it's necessary to retwist your hair as often as some people might. Some people might say 3 to 6 weeks. Some people might say, you know, every 2 weeks. I don't know. But for me personally, I know that some people freeform, and if that's the case, then nobody should be able to freeform. If it's mandatory that you get your hair retwisted every 3 to 6 weeks to prevent breakage. Now, you know, everybody is different. I think that probably did have something to do with it. However, you know, even with rejuvenating my hair and really treating my hair, keeping a strict regimen, I still don't retwist as often. Also, the wig that I made actually had a comb in the back. It actually had 3 combs. So it had 2 combs in the front, 1 in the back. And sometimes I wouldn't use any combs at all when I would wear it, but if anything, I only used the comb in the back. I was in caution in the beginning of wearing the comb in the back because, of course, I know that if it could, you know, take my edges out in the front, it could do damage to the back. I don't really think that is what caused the thinning, because like I said, the thinning was so widespread in the back of my head, and yeah, I just don't think that that's what solely caused the problem. Next would be shampoos. Now, before I locked my hair a little bit over 2 years ago, I was a loose natural, and I had been a loose natural since 2010. For a while, I would only use like Shea Moisture and Tresemme Naturals. They had a Tresemme Naturals line. I'm not sure if they still produce that, but back when I started, that's what I used. A lot of people say Tresemme, even though it was the Naturals line, that, you know, it's not made for, you know, African American hair. That could have been an issue as well, and of course some of the other products that I was using. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the the things that I should have known better. Like, I knew better, but these are some of the things that I lacked for months at a time. But y'all finna be like, Trina, really? I need I need to be checked, because these things are critical. So the first thing that I just started skipping out on is conditioning my hair altogether. The next thing is not deep conditioning my hair. Yeah, I think I felt like because I had locks, I didn't have to do certain things that I did do when I was a loose natural. Honestly, I can't remember if I've ever gotten a deep condition since I've been locked, and it's been a little bit over 2 years, so you do the math. Okay, so, and the last thing that I have on my list for you guys is me skipping out on oiling my hair. I'm talking about those days when I would wash and not condition. I would literally get out of the shower, let that baby air dry, wouldn't even retwist. So that's the combination. Washing your hair, or washing my hair with just shampoo, no conditioner, getting out, letting it air dry, not putting oil in it, not retwisting it, not styling it, just wash and go, baby. Like, it's just ridiculous. I should have known better. There was a lot of things that I did wrong when starting my live. So that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again. I want to thank all of my subscribers, and thanks all the new people that have been watching and supporting me. Please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and like this video if you like this video. And I'll see you guys next time. Kyoko! Spoiled little brat.